What up, YouTube? Welcome back. Recorded live, season number 5, episode number 1. Your main man, head coach Don Newman. Rice Owls coming in this season as the number 14 ranked team. We got a pretty good season intro episode for you. We will, in this episode, walk through schedule overview. We'll look at the conference outlook so you can see what's what around the universe in this dynasty for the upcoming season. We'll take a look at our roster. We will review our playbook. We haven't really made any changes to the playbook at all. If anything, I may just shuffle some plays around, but for the most part, it's the same playbook we ran with in season 4, which is a more dynamic playbook utilizing a lot more of our playmakers, on offense, specifically our wide receivers. But it's also a well-balanced offense where the running backs are going to get fed as well. So it's going to be exciting. We got and then after we look at that, if time permits, we may show you a team practice. So at least in this episode, you can get a first look at the squad. You know what I'm saying? And we'll just call it a scrimmage. A fake scrimmage, but you know what I mean. So yeah, without further ado, let's go ahead and hop into this. So the first thing we're going to do is take a look at the schedule for the upcoming season. You can already see there, we're going to start the season off. We starting off heavy, y'all. And this season, we got a pretty jam-packed non-conference schedule. You know what I'm saying? It's like the better we get, the better the schedule gets as well. So, the more, difficult and challenging, especially as we get better, we're dominating our conference. You know what I'm saying? Like, this is, I don't think we lost a conference game maybe in 2 seasons now at this point. And no, it's no secret. I've said it before a couple seasons ago. You saw it in this past off season. Don Newman, I'm not saying that that his alma mater, Rice Owls, are not good enough for him, but I think it's the power. He's a Power 5 coach, bro. I mean, we all know that at this point. Only reason why I'm not really tripping so much and not trying to force his way out is he's still, enjoying the development aspect of the players we got on our roster. Can't wait to get to the roster section, by the way. That piece, and then it's just finding the right spot. He had a couple opportunities in the off season, but it just wasn't really the right fit for him. So anyway, with all that said, this season, first game of the season, as you already saw, we are playing Stanford. This is Smarty Pants Bowl Part 2. Last year, we lost at Stanford. I forgot the score, but it was fairly close. We both scored a lot of points. This year, we're coming into the game as a top 25 team. They're not ranked at all, but that doesn't mean anything. Second game of the season, we head out to on the road to face Boston College, which, if you follow the series and you saw in the last off-season episode, we lost our, I want to say it was our offensive coordinator. Oh yeah, it was very interesting. So our offensive coordinator left our squad to take a Power 5 job, no less, at Boston College, and his replacement is our previous offensive coordinator, at least the one we started with, Marcus Tuiasosopo. So Tuiasosopo is back as the OC for us, and like I said, we're gonna play our previous guy. So that's gonna be interesting because he took the playbook with him. You know what I'm saying? And as a matter of fact, you can kind of, if you look at the timing of it, it's almost like this new coach who left to go to Boston College, he kind of took that offense that we had with Marcus Tuiasosopo and tweaked it a bit to make it more dynamic, as I was speaking to earlier. So that's going to be a pretty interesting game because it's going to be like we're facing ourselves, you know what I'm saying? or at least the off, on offense. I don't know what their defense is, but yeah. So that's going to be a really good game, and I'm gonna keep an eye out on them. Marcus Tuiasosopo failed miserably at Navy, is where he went. Ended up getting fired after a couple seasons there. But anyway, I'm rambling. Next up, after that, the next home game will be our arch rival. Our arch rival Houston, the Houston Cougars. This year, it's a home game for us. So we beat them the last 2 years in a row. So they beat us the first 2 years under Don Newman. We beat them the last 2 years. We'll see what this year brings. Year number 5. Next up after that, we will head back on the road to play Coastal Carolina. Now, Coastal Carolina is another group of 5 team, but I think they ended with double-digit wins last season, if I'm not mistaken. I think they had like 10 wins. So, and you never know, though. They may have been depleted. Who knows if they were able to replenish their stock, their cupboard, but we'll find out. And that'll be it for after that. Those are the 4. So those are the 4 non-conference games we got this season. So the week 5, we will hop into conference play to take on Charlotte. Week 6, we get our first bye. Week 7, we head over to Marshall to play the Herd. Then come back home week 8. As it always do, we alternate home and away, home and away. Come back home week 8 to face UTEP. We've blown them out the past few seasons. After that, back on the road for UTSA. I think we put 70 on them last season, if we're not mistaken. Then we'll come home to play North Texas. After that, back on the road to Southern Miss, who at this point, bruh, Frank Gore Jr. should be in the NFL. He shouldn't even be here this season. I feel like he torched us like year after year after year, but he has to be gone by now. He has to have graduated. All right, then we got our second bye week in week 12, so that's interesting. Week 6, week 12 are our bye weeks. After that, we're back home to face UAB. Then we go on the road to finish out the season against La Tech before we have another bye before the championship week, which we fully intend to be in championship week, y'all. So let me just put that out there now. All right, so that's the schedule. Like I said, it gets the bar is getting raised each year, so we're gonna have to continue to step up. All right, now after that, we want to look at the conference outlook here for the season. You already know we right at the top, but we're gonna start at the top and work our way through. All right, so over in the ACC, you got Clemson. I think Clemson was in the playoffs last season as well for the second time in a row. They're coming back, 6-star program. They're just like the cream of the crop right here, upper echelon. Here, let me look at the division. So in the Atlantic, they got Clemson slated to win it. Number 3, there's preseason ranked number 3. Florida State comes in preseason ranked 13, 88 overall. Clemson's 95 overall. NC State slated number 3, 84 overall. Syracuse is an 84 overall. Wake Forest about to get stomped out in the ACC Atlantic. They're in 75. Louisville even where and Louisville offered us in this offseason. There's no way, bro. What? And then whoa, look at Boston College. They're picked to 5th. I can't even talk. They are picked to finish last in the ACC Atlantic, and like I said, we will take a vested interest in these guys because our former OC is there. But yeah, that's Boston College. Then on the ACC Coastal, North Carolina slated to finish up top. They got their 90 overall, number 8 ranked nationally. Wait, I hope I didn't say Miami. I have to play that back. I meant if I said Miami, I meant North Carolina. Then after that, there's Miami. Their overall is a 93, so North Carolina better be careful. They're ranked 15. You got Pittsburgh coming in as an 88 overall, unranked. Virginia's an 83 overall, unranked. Va Tech, 83 overall. These are the guys that offered me. I mean, you know, I don't know. I probably could've, you know what I'm saying? But I just wasn't really feeling it. Even though Mike Vick, you know, I wouldn't say I was a Va Tech fan when Mike Vick was there, but I did follow him. He made him look cool, you know, back in the day, but it's not enough for me to want to take over that program. All right, I did. Now this is one. Now here's Georgia Tech Yellow Jackets. They're 83 overall. I would have took this one hands down. No lie. If they would have offered, this job ended up going to the former Memphis head coach. But yeah, and then you got the Duke Blue Devils coming in at 75. So it looks like the Coastal Division is ahead of the Atlantic, and we'll see how ACC shakes up. Over in the American, here's a look at the overall and how they stack up against each other. In the American East, Temple is slated to win that, although they're only a 75 overall ranked team. I wouldn't be surprised if they finish toward the bottom. Cincinnati's also ranked, not ranked, they are also 75 overall. East Carolina 79. Oh, UCF is at 83. USF comes in at 75, and then Navy. So I would be surprised if UCF don't win that division. Over on the west side of the American West, Houston is slated to win that. They're at 81 overall, 3 stars. Tulane is slated behind them, but their overall is actually higher at 83 with 4 stars. Memphis, I don't blame that dude for getting out of there. So he was able to get out of Memphis and go to Georgia Tech, and Memphis returns a 74 overall squad. So he probably helped his career with that move, the former Memphis coach. After Memphis, BYU, who in this dynasty BYU we have in the American West Conference, they are slated to be the 4th team. They're 84 overall so far. That's like the best team. Yep. BYU may shock some people. I would be shocked if they don't. SMU slated to finish 5th, and Tulsa slated to finish last. Tulsa is another rival of ours, but feel like they regress every year. So it's like, you know, it's not really much of a rivalry in my eyes at this point. We would just stomp them out. They don't come close to us. In the Big 12, you got Iowa State slated for a repeat. We'll see if they're able to pull it off. 86 overall. Well, Oklahoma has been a disappointment the last few seasons. I think they haven't finished higher than their overall ranking in their division, or in their conference. But they're 91 overall for Oklahoma, number 12 ranked. Texas come in at rank number 22. They're 91 overall. Iowa gonna have their work cut out for them if they want to win this conference. Kansas State slated to end up 4th at only 74 overall. We'll see what they do. Oklahoma State 84, Texas Tech 81, TCU 84, Baylor 81, West Virginia 79, and Kansas State 83. Wait, I don't think Kansas State offered. I'm pretty sure. But yeah, so those are the Big 12 teams. Okay, taking a peek over here at the Big 10. Looks like they got about 6 teams ranked in the top 25 as a conference. That's pretty good. In the Big 12 East, you got Michigan slated to finish or to win that with a 91 overall. Ohio State 95 over. Now this better be the year Ohio State. I think in the last few years Michigan State has beat Ohio State to win this conference or this division and go on to the playoffs. We'll see. This will be interesting. It looks like Ohio State has the advantage here. Penn State is a 93, coming in at number 3. Michigan State is at 83. Maryland is 81. Maryland looks pretty good for a 2-star. Rutgers comes in at 85, and Indiana, I'm sorry, what did I say? I said 85. Rutgers comes in at 77, as well as Indiana at 77. So that's the Big Ten East. Over in the Big Ten West, Wisconsin slated to win that, 93 overall. Illinois 84, Nebraska 88, Iowa 86, Minnesota, I can't, that's my broken Minnesota accent, Minnesota, you can't get it, like, anyway, Northwestern 77 and Purdue 79. Big Ten look decent. All right, Conference USA. Now we in Rice territory, Rice country. See, you can see from here. None of these teams come close to. They're all in the 60s and 70s, and Rice coming in at 84. So this is going to be another dominant season for conference play. FIU is slated to win the Conference USA East with a 75 overall record. Not record. Ooh, I'm tripping, y'all. 75 overall rating. Old Dominion 74. Middle Tennessee 72. Marshall 72. FAU only 68. Ooh, that's bad. Western Kentucky 75 and Charlotte 75. We play Charlotte this season. All right, then on our side, we're just a shoulder, head and shoulders above the competition, coming in at 84. UTSA 74, Southern Miss 75, La Tech 72, North Texas 72, UAB 74, and UTEP 67. Yeah, you can chalk this up to another undefeated conference season. Mark my words on that. All right, the Independents. Notre Dame comes in number 9 overall with a 93, number 9, you know, overall in the polls with a 93 overall rating. They look like they may be good. I think they won like 10 games last season, which was the most for them during this entire series. Army is a 72 overall, unranked, 3-star program. We'll see how they do. All right, then in the MAC, you can take a quick glance at how they stack up over here. Fitting for Northern Illinois to be at the top of the entire thing. They've had pretty good years, pretty good seasons in recent memory. Okay, on the MAC East, Ohio slated to win that, 3-star, 74 overall. Bowling Green, 1-star, 70 overall. Miami of Ohio is a 4-star program, 81 overall. Akron is only a 1-star program, 67 overall. They're about to get stomped. Buffalo, damn near identical with the 68 overall. And then we have Kent State with a 70 overall, 3-star program. And that's the MAC East. MAC East not looking so great. On the MAC West, NIU, Northern Illinois, 79. Toledo, 77. Okay, Eastern Michigan Eagles, 74. Western Michigan, 72. Central Michigan, I think we got all of Michigan covered, 81. So they should win the MAC West, really. I'll be surprised if they don't. All right, on the Mountain West Conference, just a quick breeze through of what we are working with here of these 12 teams, the preseason outlook. Okay, in the Mountain Conference, Boise State slated to win that. They're only 77 overall. Air Force behind them, 70 overall. New Mexico, 68 overall. Wyoming, 70. Colorado State, 70. And Utah State, 72, who we blew out last year. So that's the Mountain West Mountain Conference. On the East Division, San Diego State slated to win that. They're 81 overall. UNLV 75, Fresno State 75, Nevada 74, San Jose State 72, and Hawaii 72. So we'll leave that be. All right, so next up is the Pac-12. So just a walkthrough through how these guys all stack up against each other in the conference outlook. Pac-12 North, California. Ooh, this team was so difficult. They blew us out last year in the Cotton Bowl. But California is coming in with a 4-star rated team, 90 overall, number 6 in the nation. Oregon comes in as number 11, 4-star program. So they should be interesting to watch. Then next up is Washington, 5-star program, 81 overall. Stanford. Oh yeah, Stanford after them, 88 overall. So they still have a higher rated team than us. I think they said we were 84. So, and as you see, we continue to improve each year. Oregon State is at 83, and then Washington 77. So the Pac-12 North looks pretty dangerous. On the south side, Utah 81, SC 91. That literally just happened this past real life season. They had where Utah just owned SC, but I digress. SC is in a 91. Arizona State next at an 84. Colorado at a 75. Arizona with a 77. And then UCLA is an 83, even though they got them at the bottom of the Pac-12 South. We'll see how that all shakes out. All right, over onto the NFL Junior, which is the SEC conference. You got Texas A&M, the defending national champions, coming in as the number 1 ranked team, 97 overall. Florida, the runner-up, national runner-ups, coming in 93 overall. Just crazy they're in the same conference, huh? And then here are some of the other noteworthy teams and how they stack up in the conference. All right, so the SEC East. Florida comes in at 93, Georgia 95, Tennessee 83, Missouri 79, Kentucky 81, South Carolina 81, and then Vanderbilt 79. So yeah, I can see Florida taking this again. On the west side of the conference, on the west side, yeah, Texas A&M, again, 97, number 1, defending national champions. Alabama's a 93. They're the number 5 overall team in the nation. LSU is a 90. Arkansas Razorbacks coming in at 86. Auburn, 84. Ole Miss, 88. And then Mississippi State 77. So the SEC West looks pretty loaded. And then for the last conference that we will review, the Sun Belt, Troy. I think Troy won that last year. They're coming in at 77 overall. There goes Coastal Carolina, who we have on our schedule. They're a 77 overall as well. They're a 5-star program. Then we have Louisiana, Texas State, Appalachian State, can't even get that out. Arkansas State 70. Wait, hold on. These guys 70, 75, 70. South Alabama come in as a 72 overall rated team. Georgia Southern also 72. Georgia State 70 and ULM 67. So that is the conference outlook for the upcoming season. We are looking to have another successful season, and yeah. All right, so next up I'm gonna walk you through our roster. All right, we're coming into the season with 4 QBs. The fifth, remember, our previous starter Rodgers got moved over to wide receiver in the offseason. The redshirt freshman Jakari Jackson came back online in terms of, you know, redshirt after redshirt, and I'm sorry, I'm tripping. And he's ready to go. When you look at that 90 overall as a redshirt freshman, this dude is about to go crazy. Panaceic, the redshirt sophomore who had a really good season last year, and part of the reason that Rodgers got moved back to wide receiver, he comes in as an 86, so he, you know, we should do this in the offseason where he improved. But what I want to show is that my man Jackson's accuracy got better. I mean, so did Panaceic's. His accuracy got up to 89. But Jackson was like 78, I believe he was, for the accuracy as a freshman. So very excited about him and his future. And again, that's another reason why I don't mind spending more time at Rice, because I'm going to continue to develop players to try to get them NFL ready. All right, look at our halfbacks. McWilson, the sophomore, true sophomore, coming in for his second season on the squad. He's an 83 overall. Look at Jeff Holmes, the fifth-year senior, damn near caught up with McWilson. He's up to 82 overall. Then we have a freshman, Dontavius Littleton from Georgia, 72 overall. Drew Klussman from Atlanta, Georgia. Oh, 2 Georgia running backs back to back, huh? He's a 70 overall. He's redshirting. And then we have Derek Oakman from Hereford, Texas, another redshirt freshman. All right, here go our fullbacks, both converted tight ends. Zane McLaurin is a redshirt sophomore. It's going to be his first year starting. Behind him, Junior Roberts, the freshman converted tight end, is going to redshirt this season. All right, over at the wide receiver spot, you got your man, the speedster Liston coming in again as wide receiver 1, and he looks primed to get into the NFL at this point. Behind him is the converted quarterback. I think, if I'm not mistaken, James Rodgers initially came in as an athlete. We put him at quarterback and redshirted him. But, you know, I think it's better served, especially with Jakari Jackson coming online as a redshirt freshman with a 90 overall. It only made sense to move Rodgers to wide receiver, and he's really good at wide receiver too. And he makes our wide receiver room that much faster. If you notice now, we got 4 wide receivers with 90 plus speed. Pierre Jones, I was disappointed with his offseason. You can't even call it progression because he didn't go anywhere. But as long he didn't get worse, but he also didn't get better. So yeah, he just remained flat. But he was one of our best. I think he was our best receiver last year, even over Liston. But last year he was wide receiver. No, he was wide receiver number 3 because we had a senior here, Mason. So yeah, so Pierre Jones again, wide receiver number 3 for this season. Adonis White Jr. coming into his redshirt sophomore year. He's 75 overall. He had a decent season last year, made a few clutch plays. So we just wanted him to continue to build on that. Then we have a 5th-year senior, Ed Bentley. We recruited him. He was a JUCO junior who redshirted his first year, and now we are upon his 5th year, his senior year. But yeah, his speed is at the 96. Still no acceleration though. All right, after Bentley, we have Stanley Jones, the freshman, big body, 6'4", 190. Not the fastest, but that size is really good. Hopefully, he can develop into a red zone threat as his career progresses. And then BJ Jones, another disappointment. I think he either remained flat or he lost a point or two between his redshirt freshman year and now as a redshirt freshman. So, but he's one of the faster guys with a 93 speed, so we'll take it and just see where it goes. All right, tight ends. Hardy's coming back for his senior season. He's only a 77. I would have thought he would have been at least an 80. Freeman for his redshirt sophomore season, he's a 43. Then Junior Gilliam. Wait, did I just say 43? I'm tripping, y'all. I'm sleepwalking through this whole episode right now. Donald Freeman, number 43. His overall is a 76. I am completely tripping. Junior Gilliam. Oh. Didn't mean to do that. I was on tight ends. Junior Gilliam. Alright. He's a 73 overall for his redshirt sophomore season. Dude, this dude right here, Freeman. Now, the only reason why, if you saw my depth chart, he's not starting. Even though I think he's going to end up being a better receiver than Hardy. He's just not a better blocker. His blocking is suspect. Both of these dudes. Alright, then we have the freshman who will redshirt this season, Nick Wagner. Yeah, he's a senior. So he'll be ready next year. Will be a much faster unit next year too. Hardy's not the fastest, but he's decent though. All right, left tackle, senior Braden Nutter. We converted him from center to left tackle. He's like the best lineman we have, so it only makes sense to put him there. Behind him, we have Miles Frank, redshirt sophomore. He's up to 74 overall. Then we have our left guards, Trey Filippi. We moved him. He was at right tackle last year. We moved him over, and he unfortunately didn't progress, but we will see how he does in the season. He's an 78 overall. Then Jack Guy, the redshirt freshman. He was at 75 overall. And then Jabari Wright, the redshirt junior, only 74. I meant to say 75. Oh yeah, so, and then this dude is 74. So yeah, that's not so good. He can end up cut. We'll see how he develops for his senior season. All right, Josh Porter, our senior center. He's up to 80. Brandon Ward and Lawrence Hicks, the third, are the two redshirt sophomore backups. Okay, over at right guard, Faye Pepe is 83 for this season. Fa'ala Logo, however you say that name, the freshman, he's gonna be ready to go. And then Adam Wilson, the other freshman who will redshirt. These are our right guards. At right tackle, true freshman Quentin Martinez. He about to be a beast. After Nutter on the left side, after he graduates, I'm gonna move Quentin over to the left side. Behind him, we have a redshirt freshman Noah Beaver, who's at 73, and then a redshirt junior Jason Russell, who's at a 72. And that's our O-line. For our D-line, this is probably one of the strengths, if not the main strength of our team, the D-line. We got true sophomore defensive end Brandon Greer, 81 overall. Behind him, a true freshman Dallas Fisher, 75 overall. On the other side, so we only have 4 defensive ends. Chris Hill, the sophomore, true sophomore, 84 overall, and Blake Henry, the junior, coming in at 72 overall. All right, then now our defensive tackles. True freshman Matt DeWeiss comes in as the best D tackle that we have, 82, tied with the fifth-year senior Jalen Hargrove. So DeWeiss is definitely going to end up starting here. But yeah, and then Lance Washington, the redshirt sophomore, he's at 74, and Cole Lados, the redshirt senior. So this is his final season. Linebackers on the left side, Greg Thomas, 77 overall. He had a pretty decent season last year. Jordan Wingard, the sophomore, 75 overall. Then we have Michael Fuller, redshirt sophomore, 70. And Fred Booker, the redshirt freshman, at 68. And if you recall, Fred Booker was recruited in. He came in as a safety, and we moved him over to outside linebacker. All right, our middle linebackers, Sedarius Martin, 76 overall. Balderi, Martin is a true freshman. Balderi, the true sophomore, 73 overall. Excuse me. Then we have next up Donaldson. He's slowly progressing. He's up to 71 overall, redshirt sophomore. And then the true freshman Garrison Best will redshirt this season. So our middle linebackers are young, and they look like they're only going to get better from here. Okay, on the right side, Bush coming in for his redshirt junior season. Overall, 80. Jeff Johnson done caught up to him. His overall is at 79. And remember, this is the guy, this is another position move, another safety that was converted to outside linebacker, not last offseason, but 2 off seasons ago was when he made his switch. Then we have the true freshman Charles Leakax, 73 overall. Okay, for our DBs, looks like we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. We got 7 DBs. Kadeem Griffin coming in at 81 for his senior year. Jimmy Sanders, redshirt juniors, at 75. Jordan Johnson, sophomore, at 74. Blake Simpson, sophomore, at 71. Marquise Miller is a sophomore at 70. Claude Mullins, oh yeah, the redshirt freshman. He should be fun to watch. And then Jamal Dyke, he's still trying to recover. He came in, I think he was like a 67 or a 68, and then he went all the way downhill and somehow still on the team. I think it's just because of his speed. It's the reason why we kept him. Free safeties. Now, if you notice, we've taken a major step back in our safeties. Daquan Dexter's coming in at 74. Javante Hampton Jr. 27, and then Isaiah Johnson 67. On the other side, our strong safeties, Cameron Slade, looking to have a good year. I think he might be the fastest player on our defense. Kyron Fales, 72 overall. And then Terrell Harris, the freshman, with a 70 overall. yeah, you already know who my kicker is. It's been the same dude the last 3 seasons. So Harris now for his senior year. Punter, we got a freshman. And yeah, y'all, that's the squad. That is our roster. Forgive me for sleepwalking through it. Honestly been working a lot of hours, and I'm trying to stay on schedule with this. I am ahead of myself as well, but I won't. Anyway, I'm rambling. Next up, well, actually, what I want to show you guys is just the depth chart, because we don't always start the highest rated player. So just a quick walkthrough of the depth chart. Jackson gets the nod for the starter over Panaceic, although that's not much of a difference between these two. And Panaceic has separated himself from Goddard. Panaceic is really looking like an NFL prospect at this point. And same with Jackson. Jackson out the gate is an NFL prospect as a redshirt freshman. Okay, running backs is what you would expect in terms of the depth chart. Same with fullback. Same here at wide receiver, although we got tight ends who may be rated higher, but I want BJ to get experience, so I look him in as number 6. On a tight end side, yeah, it's run of the mill. Left tackle side, yeah, left guard, center, right guard, tackle. Yep. So you can see, oh, on the line, it's mainly like one guy backing everybody up. Oh no, Frank, Guy, Frank. Between Guy and Frank, so 2 guys. All right, the defensive line. And here, DeWeiss is the starter. So yeah, no. Oh. Damn, you know what? I think I'm gonna have to start Jeff Johnson over Greg Thomas, even though Greg Thomas is a senior. Let's see who has the better tackling. If the only way Greg can keep his position is if he's a better tackler. Oh, and he is. So you know what? We'll keep him there. He's a senior, 5th-year senior. He earned it. We'll keep him. He can keep his spot. He's a better tackler, and we need tacklers, especially at the linebacker spot. So Jeff can come in next season. All right, middle linebackers. He can also play middle linebacker, and I think he might be the better tackler here, but I may still start the freshman. Yeah, the freshman is only 73, but I may still start the freshman though, because he should hopefully only get better from here. We'll see. We'll monitor the situation. But we got Johnson as the number 2 Wingard, who's new to the team, even though he's a sophomore. He's a JUCO sophomore pickup. And then Balderi. So Donaldson doesn't even make it. He don't even crack the depth chart. All right, so on the right side, Bush, Johnson, Wingard. Wait, hold on, let me see. Okay, yeah. All right, and then our corners, the 5 who made the depth chart. As you can see here, Griffin, Sanders, Johnson, Simpson, Mullins. All right, the backup at free safety, we put Jordan Johnson over Hampton Jr., though we tweaked the formation subs, so Hampton Jr. is going to get a lot of PT based on that. All right, so yeah, so really nothing, not too many major changes on the depth chart. Oh yeah, let me show you my special teams. For kick return, being that Wilson is starting now this season, and Bentley has somewhat buried on the wide receiver depth chart. I put Bentley in to try to utilize his speed for his last year of eligibility, basically, is what I'm doing here. So we'll see. Hopefully it pays off. Although he doesn't really have any acceleration, but still. So those are the kick returners. Hakeem can still pick up some kick returns, and then Rodgers as well. All right, for punt return, same thing. Bentley will return punts as well. So Bentley is going to be our return specialist this season to allow Hakeem McWilson to focus in on his new role as the starting running back. And that don't mean that, you know, he won't get opportunities in the special teams side. Our long snapper, or I'm sorry, kickoff specialist is Harris. Oh yeah, let me show you this too. So kicker is Harris, and the punter is also Harris. Which effectively should redshirt Jack Tenuta 70, because 65 is not gonna cut it, but we'll see how that plays out. All right, kick return, punt return, and then the kickoff specialist, like I said, Justin Harris, and the long snapper is Braden Nutter, the converted center. So that's our depth chart. And now, oh, time is ticking. Still making good time. Let me show you real quick. We can breeze through our playbook. Oops, gone too far. Now, like I said, we haven't made major changes to this since the last season, but just to show you all, in case you missed that episode, I can't get my mind right. Where am I going? And we'll just do view because I'm not making any changes. So a rundown of the forms real quick, and then I'll show some of the plays. So on the ace, we have the big twin formation, and also pay attention to the number of plays, not just the formation, but check out the number of plays per formation, right? I was corresponding with one of the subs a while back, shout out to Jackson, about the playbooks, and one of the things you got to keep in mind when you're playing the computer on computer as the coach, and the way that I have this dynasty set up, is when you are working through your playbooks, you can't fill up any one formation. If any one formation is dominant in terms of the number of plays for that formation, it'll reflect that in the play calling. The computer will then tend to just stick with those handful of formations, pretty much like how our previous playbook was for, like, what, seasons 1, 2, and 3. And damn, you hear that lightning? It's lightning out there. It's probably got picked up on the mic, I'm pretty sure. But anyway, so that's the gist of that. So pay attention to that, right? So the number of plays. So the ace big formation, 16 total plays, 8 runs, 8 passes. There may be some more than that though, because for some reason there are some plays on here that the computer won't count, but in any event, for the most part, we'll just take it at face value. All right, then we got the big twins, another 16 plays, 8 and 8. And we got the bunch. You see these called quite often, 7 runs, 8 passes. Then you got the F pair twins. Again, 16 plays total, 8 and 8. And then you got the slot. Now for the slot, we got 23. And the limit for me that I try not to go beyond 25 plays for any one formation, right? So this ace formation is pushing it right here with the 23 total plays between the 9 runs and 14 passes. All right, we got goal line defense, 12 total. I'm tripping. I said defense. Offense. Goal line offense, 12 total plays, 8 runs, 4 passes. The Hail Mary, it's just 1 play. All right, we have I form, normal. That's 26 plays right there. So I'm already breaking my own damn rule that I just told y'all about 25 plays. Apparently, I have one with 26, but don't trip. It's still working, and you get what I'm saying. And then the I form twins. There's another 24 plays, 10 runs, 14 passes. All right, now shotgun. We got quite a few shotgun formations. We got the ace, 15 total plays, 5 runs, 10 passes. We got the flanker close weak. That's only 11 plays, 5 runs, 6 passes. We got the normal, shotgun normal. Oh, I'm really lying to y'all, huh? 35 plays, as you can see, 10 runs, 25 passes. But somehow it still works though. Don't trip. This offense still works if you watch it. Then we got the spread flex weak. That's 20 total plays, 6 runs, 14 passes. Then we got the tight. And as you know, if you've been watching last season, you can see we rotate through the play calling, rotate through these plays. Then we have the trio halfback week. 20 total plays, 6 runs, 14 passes. Then we got twins tight end slot week. That is 15 total plays, 8 runs, 7 passes. All right, after that we have the strong eye. 22 total plays, 11 and 11. Strong eye twins, so it's a strong eye normal. Strong eye twins, 21 total plays, 7 and 14. Twins flex, 11 total plays, 5 and 6. Then we have the weak eye normal, 20 total plays, 10 and 10. And the twins flex, 14 total plays, 7 and 7. Yeah, and then back to the beginning. So those are the formations. Let me show you some of the plays. So if you notice, with a lot of these plays with the receiving routes, they're doing a lot of corners, you know, and then like on this, and then crossing patterns I like, and as well as like, you know, those the 9 routes, the go route. So incorporate a lot of that, but incorporating a lot of corners. We try to hit the post too, like you can see that inside cross that has crossing patterns and a post pattern there with a inside pattern there, but a lot of outside throws, and you'll see that as a theme throughout the playbook. Oh, and also play action. Play action is big for our playbook, so a lot of our passes are play action pass, and that just, you know, helps with the run game. They play, you know, the play action pass and the run game go hand in hand in our playbook. So this is the ace twin, the plays we got here. And similarly, you see all those corner routes and the go routes, post. Then on the ace bunch, this is what we have. Oh yeah, a lot of rollout. We try to get our quarterback out of the pocket too, because we typically have scrambling type of quarterbacks that are mobile, that can get out the pocket and throw on the run. Oh yeah, another thing you'll notice as a theme throughout our playbook is a lot of these end around runs or sweep runs for the receivers. We got a lot of runs embedded in for the receivers. You've probably seen a lot of that throughout last season. Oh no, well yeah, the last 2 seasons, season 3 and 4 actually. All right, now out of the F pair twins, these are the plays we got. All right, then the A slot. Some of these patterns are similar across formations. Pattern combinations, I should say. All right, these are our goal line plays. That strong toss right there be coming in handy if you've been following. The Hail Mary play, we all know what that is. All right, the I form normal plays. And as I'm scrolling through this, guys, I'm approaching the 1 hour mark. So unfortunately, we may not get to the team practice, but we'll see. I may extend this and make this a longer video. Yeah, we could do that. I'll just scroll through these faster, and we'll get to the practice plays real quick, so you can kind of get a peek at the squad before our first game. All right, so these are the I form normal plays that we have. I may need to go back and rework the order of some of these, but that's what it is. That's where we're at right now. I form twins. These are the plays we have for that. Shotgun ace. Oh yeah, another theme that you'll notice, again, back to having mobile quarterbacks that can run. We run a few options. Our options tend to be out of shotgun, and we have running plays that look similar. So sometimes it's a straight run, sometimes it's an option, and they can look similar to throw people off. Then we got shotgun flanker close weak. We got a lot of quick slants within the playbook. Some curl, a lot of curl routes, hitch and go type routes. All right, that's the shotgun normal plays we have. That play action inverted veer right there, that's a big one for us. We tend to get, that tends to be a big one. Those corner strikes, we got corner strikes and a lot of those corner patterns. We utilize those a lot, if you notice. And again, this is the one that has the most plays, this formation, the shotgun normal. Okay, so then the spread flex weak. These are the plays we have for this. That 4 verticals is a big one. We've been calling that more often. Shotgun tight. This is one of my favorite formations. This is mainly a passing formation. As you can see, there's only 3 runs in this and 12 passes, but some of our biggest plays last season came out of this formation. Some of our best plays. This comes in, you'll notice the previous coordinator, we'll see how Marcus Tuiasosopo do with this playbook, but the previous coordinator, who you could say helped us devise this, we'll go ahead and put that in the storyline, but he was good at using this formation on 3rd downs. Shotgun trio halfback weak. Here are the plays for that. Twin tight end slot weak. Here are those plays. Strong guy normal. We have a pretty extensive playbook. It's just, again, not any one formation other than that shotgun normal dominates, And we still get through a variety of plays and formations in the games. The strong guy twins formation. These are our plays out of here. And a lot of this is just to give the defense a different look. similar plays, but from different formations. The twins flex. All right, and that's the playbook. And as you can hear, that thunder is not playing out there. At this point, I don't know why I do that. I always just, it's like a force of habit. Oh, I think I was where I needed to be. Let's go. Okay, practice. All right. So we can get a little bit of practice on, and I can show you what the squad looks like at this point in the
Down! Yellow 87! Down! 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 Blue 80! Down! Green 8! Get up! Get up! Down! Black 9! Down! Black 9! Get it! Green 8, get it! Down! Blue 7! Get it! Down! Yellow 90! Get out! Yellow 90! Get out! Down! Down! Blue 8! Down! Green 8! Down! Down. Done. Blue 7. Done. Done. Down. Blue 78. Done. Down. Blue 7. Down. Down. Blue 7. Down. Down. Yellow 90. Down. Down. Yellow 90. Down. Down. Yellow 7. Deny. Deny. Down. White 87. Deny. Down. Blue 78. Blue 78. Down. Yellow 87. Did it. Black. Did it. Down. Blue 7. Did it. Down. Down. Blue 7. Down. Down. Yellow 7. Down. Down. Blue 7. Down. 90. Down. 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 Blue 8. Down. Yeah. Down. White 87. What? Down. White 87. Did I? Yellow 90. Down. White 87. What? Yellow 87. Yellow 90. Down. Yellow 87. Blue 7. Down. Blue 7. Did not. Green 19! Green 19! Hot! Let's go! Green 19! Green 19! Hot! Let's go! Green 88! Green 88! Hot! Here we go! White 80! White! Hot! Ready! Green 88! Green 80! Hot! Let's go! White 80! White! Hot!
All right, y'all. That'll do it for the practice. That'll do it for this first episode of the new season. We excited about season 5. That damn Panacea looked pretty good, huh? He don't get as many reps in practice because he's not the starter. You know, Jackson got the bulk of the reps, but yeah, I think I'm gonna start doing this from now on the first episode, which will be a way to sort of show a glimpse of what the team will look like for the season. And you can call this probably like our spring game or our summer scrimmage, you know, fall scrimmage. So yeah, man, excited about the season, and this first game is gonna be a hell of a matchup with Stanford. So we're gonna have to bring our A game and see what's up. So until the next episode, I'll check you guys later. Thank you for watching. Thank you for the support, and we'll see you next time. Peace.